verses, but just this one, you will be blessed in this lifetime. One who knows the transcendental nature of my appearance and activities does not, upon leaving the body, take his birth again in this material world, but attains my eternal abode, O Arjuna. And in the explanation of this verse, it says, the Lord's descent from his transcendental abode is already explained in the 6th verse of this chapter, chapter 4. One who can understand the truth of the appearances of the personality of Godhead is already liberated from material bondage. And therefore, the devotee returns to the kingdom of God immediately after quitting the present material body. Such liberation of the living entity from material bondage is not at all easy. The impersonalists and the yogis attain liberation only after much trouble and many, many births. Even then, the liberation they achieve, merging into the impersonal Brahmajyoti effulgence of the Lord, is only partial, and there is the risk of returning to the material world. But the devotee, simply by understanding the transcendental nature of the body and activities of Lord Krishna, attains the abode of the Lord after ending this body and does not run the risk of returning to the material world. In the Brahma Samhita, 5th chapter, 33rd verse, it is stated that the Lord has many, many forms and incarnations. Advaitam, Achutam, Anadim, Anantarupam. Although there are many transcendental forms of the Lord, they are still one and the same supreme personality of Godhead. One has to understand the fact with conviction. Although it is incomprehensible to mundane scholars and empiric philosophers, as stated in the Vedas, the Purusha Bodhini Upanishad, Eko Devo Nitya Lila Nurakta Bhakta Vyagi Hridi Antar Atma. The one Supreme Personality of Godhead is certainly engaged in many, many transcendental forms in relationships with his unalloyed devotees. This Vedic version is confirmed in this verse of the Bhagavad Gita. Personally, by the Lord, he who accepts this truth on the strength of the authority of the Vedas and of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and who does not waste time in philosophical speculations, attains the highest perfectional stage of liberation. Simply by accepting this truth on faith, one can without doubt attain liberation. The Vedic version, Tat Tvam Asi, is actually applied in this case. Anyone who understands Lord Krishna to be the Supreme Personality of Godhead, or who says unto the Lord, you are the same Supreme Brahman, the Personality of Godhead, is certainly liberated instantly, and consequently, his entrance into the transcendental association of the Lord is guaranteed. In other words, such a faithful devotee of the Lord attains perfection, and this is confirmed in the following Vedic assertion. Tam eva viditva mrityum eti, nanyat panta vidyate yanayana. One can attain the perfect stage of liberation from birth and death simply by knowing the Lord, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and there is no other way to achieve this perfection. This is Sweta Swatara Upanishad, 3rd chapter, 8th verse. That there is no alternative means that anyone who does not understand Lord Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead is surely in the mode of ignorance, or consequently, he will not attain the salvation simply, so to speak, by licking the outer surface of the bottle of honey, or by interpreting the Bhagavad Gita according to mundane scholarship. Such empiric philosophers may assume very important roles in the material world, but they are not necessarily eligible for liberation. Such puffed up, mundane scholars have to wait for the causeless mercy of the devotee of the Lord. One should therefore cultivate Krishna consciousness with faith and knowledge, and in this way attain perfection. Well, we can see that we become so distracted by material life that we don't think about these real issues. The real issue is, how am I going to free myself from birth, death, old age, and disease? That's the real issue of life. It's not how am I going to make my 401k more, or how am I going to get a bigger house, or how am I going to get a divorce and marry somebody else. Those are not the real issues in life. The real issue in life is, how am I going to free myself from the cycle of birth and death? And unless we take that up as the real purpose of life, we just waste our time in the material world, and we stay, let's say, birth after birth in the material world. It's like a hamster. If you know what a hamster is, it's like a little rat, and they're pets. And to give the hamster some chance to exercise, there's a wheel, and the hamster goes on the wheel and starts running, and the wheel keeps turning like this, and that's the exercise of the hamster. He doesn't go anywhere, but he gets his little exercise. So that's the same thing for human beings who have no real desire to understand their relationship with Krishna or God. They're just spinning their wheels in the material world, birth after birth. So we should not spin our wheels. We should get serious about what is the real purpose of life. The purpose of life is an opportunity for a human being to understand his or her relationship with God or Krishna, and thus act in that relationship through devotional service, and then at the moment of death, remember Krishna and go back to Godhead. So I'll stop right there. Are there any questions anyone would like to ask? Because you don't simply learn by hearing my lecture, but you'll learn by asking questions that you have. And the whole Bhagavad Gita is questions and answers. In fact, almost all the Vedic literature is questions and answers. So when you ask a question and you hear the answer, it might be something that you can remember the rest of your life. If you simply read a book, you'll hardly remember anything. Okay? So does anybody have a question? And don't be afraid to ask questions. We are happy to answer them. And you'll be what is called become more erudite, more knowledgeable. So are there any questions anyone would like to ask? Don't be afraid. Hare Krishna. This is our cow, Ramdas. He's a very, very gentle cow. We've trained him to come to people's homes if you want to have him visit your home, if you have like a birthday party or something. And he's gentle, he's cuddly, and he has beautiful eyes, and he is a very special cow. In fact, he might be one of the most famous cows in the whole world. Most people are eating cows. We don't eat cows. We protect them, and we cuddle them, and we hug them. So don't miss this opportunity. By the way, if you want to cuddle a cow, it costs $300 usually. You go to these different farms in Ohio or somewhere, they'll charge you $300 to cuddle the cow for 1 hour. All you have to do is come here. It's free. You don't have to pay $300. So, anybody would like to ask a question? You want to ask a question? You want to pet Ramdas? Okay. You have a question? Yes, go ahead. You need a microphone. You have a microphone? It's not working. Okay, why is the microphone not working, Prabhu? Okay, he's bringing you one right now. It's very important for children to associate with a cow. Yes, Prabhu.
My question is, so we have, people say there are different paths, karma yoga, jnana yoga, kriya yoga, bhakti yoga. My question is only the bhakti yoga where we actually use our heart to connect to Krishna? Is that why it's so famous? Because it's close to Krishna, and bhakti yoga only touches the heart, not any other is possible. It's not possible. Can you be able to understand this?
Well, the defining, let's say, quality of bhakti yoga is you serve God or Krishna without any material purpose, simply to please God. That's the defining thing about bhakti yoga. When you're a jnana yogi or a karma yogi, you have some material thing that you want in return for your worship. But when you engage in pure bhakti yoga, you're not asking for anything from the Lord. You're offering your service to the Lord with love and devotion. And therefore, the Lord reciprocates also with love and devotion. But there's no, let's say, like most people pray, you know, they say, please help me. My son has to pass the SAT test, so I'm praying to you, God, please make sure my son passes the test. That's not really a prayer. See, that's like a business arrangement. A real prayer is glorifying the transcendental qualities of God. I'll give you an example. In the Bhagavad Gita, if you go to the 11th chapter, it says, one second. My dear Lord, your form is difficult to see because of its glaring effulgence, spreading on all sides like blazing fire, or the immeasurable radiance of the sun. Yet I see this glowing form everywhere, adorned with various crowns, clubs, and discs. You are the supreme primal objective. You are the ultimate resting place of all this universe. You are inexhaustible, and you are the oldest. You are the maintainer of the eternal religion and personality of Godhead. This is my opinion. So this is Arjuna glorifying God. That's a real prayer. When you say, you say, Dhanam Dehi, Janam Dehi, and Dehi Dehi, Dehi Dehi. You know, give me this, give me that. That's not a prayer. A prayer is when you glorify the transcendental qualities of the Lord. But to do that, you have to have a little knowledge of the Lord. So you don't have to look anywhere else. You just come to the 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, and these are absolutely wonderful prayers. Also it says, O Lord of the universe, Krishna, O universal form, I see in your body many arms, bellies, mouths, and eyes, expanded everywhere without limit. I see in you no end, no middle, and no beginning. So you can see that's an actual prayer because you're glorifying the qualities of the Lord. if you ask for things from the Lord, that's like a business deal, right? I'll do this, but you have to do this for me. But when you glorify the qualities of the Lord without asking for anything, that's a real prayer. For example, it says, Arjuna said, "My dear Lord Krishna, I see assembled in your body all the demigods and various other living entities. I see Brahma sitting on the lotus flower, as well as Lord Shiva and all the sages and divine serpents. So Arjuna is seeing the universal form of the Lord, and he's overwhelmed by it and is describing it. But basically, he is glorifying the transcendental qualities of the Lord. That's a prayer, right? And you need to have knowledge to pray like that. So, therefore, when we read Bhagavad Gita, we'll learn what is a real prayer. A real prayer is not give me this and give me that. That's not a prayer. That's a business arrangement. A real prayer is learning how to glorify the transcendental qualities of the Lord. Now we see how the children are attracted by the cow. It's like a magnet, right? And it's normal because it's different than a dog. Dog, they bark. Sometimes they fight and scare kids and things like that. But Ramdas is a very, very friendly cow. He likes to be petted. And when young kids see Ramdas, later on, if they go to school and at lunch there's a piece of meat on their plate, they'll tell the lunch people, I'm not going to eat it because I love Ramdas. That's why we bring him here, so the kids can associate with him, and then they'll see, wait a minute, this is a piece of meat from a cow, but I love Ramdas, so I'm not going to eat it. See? It's important for kids not to eat meat. It's important for everybody not to eat meat because it's a sinful thing. What are the 4 cardinal sins? Meat eating, gambling, illicit sex, and intoxication. So we should stay away from those 4 things if you want to have a spiritual life. If you want to ruin your life, you can do those 4 things. But if you want to have a spiritual life, you should get rid of those things. Okay, now I'm going to ask, anybody else would like to ask a question? Don't be afraid. I only bite after 10 o'clock at night, so you can ask a question. In the meantime, while you're thinking of a question, This is Maha Mantra. Maha means great. This is the great or greatest mantra. Man means the mind. It's the greatest chant to deliver your mind from ignorance. That's what Maha Mantra means. So by chanting the Maha Mantra, you come directly in relationship to Krishna because you're chanting his name enthusiastically. And he notices you. Anybody who, why? Because, first of all, Krishna is in your heart. He's in the heart of every living entity. He's the closest person to us. So when you chant Hare Krishna, he said, oh, now he or she is not interested in watching television or going to a casino or smoking marijuana, is interested in chanting my names. So therefore, I'm going to take an interest in that person. So we should be that person who chants the names of Krishna always, and then Krishna gives special attention to you. If you want to catch the attention of God, chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Any other questions? Don't be afraid to ask a question. That's where you learn something. Okay, I'll ask a question. Why do we bring the cow to the temple? How about if the cow passes urine or stool? And he does, oftentimes, in the temple. It's because the cow and the stool of a cow is pure. It's not impure. And if you can look that up in the encyclopedia also. Cows are different than dogs and cats. They are blessed because, guess what? Krishna was a cowherd boy. Krishna loves cows. And he arranged things so that cows' poop and cows' urine is pure. It's not contaminating. In fact, you can heal different diseases by drinking cow urine. I've drunk cow urine before also. Even if you're not sick, you can drink cow milk to be healthy. You can mix it with some juice or mix it. But if you just, even like oftentimes I've drunk cow cow urine directly as it started, as he was passing urine. I cupped it with my hand and I drank it. And it's nice. It's slightly salty, so it's a nice flavor. Of course, a lot of people say, "Oh my God, you're talking about drinking urine. You guys are crazy." But you just go on the internet and see the health benefits of drinking cow urine. You'll be surprised. In fact, why doesn't one of you people look? Okay, Prabhuji, you look look on the internet, the medicinal qualities of cow urine. Cow urine. Medicinal qualities of cow urine. See, a cow is it's an amazing animal. An amazing animal. And especially, look how sweet he is. And he has beautiful eyes and very peaceful. Yes, go ahead. Do you have a microphone? Here, you got the microphone. Good. These are the benefits of drinking cow urine.
A lot of medicinal properties, Maharaj, including antibacterial, antifungal, anti-inflammatory properties. It also helps with the digestion and cholesterol prevention, fat prevention, and it's used for different in Ayurvedic for skin diseases, wounds, if you have cuts and bruises, and also intestinal wounds,
Okay, who wants to have some cow urine? Tell me right now. And maybe we'll have some cow urine next Sunday. You know, you can taste it. When it's fresh cow urine, it tastes really good. It's slightly salty, and well, of course, you could mix it with something else, like orange juice or something, and drink it. And look what it does. Read it again. Let's hear all the things that it does.
Lots of advantages: antibacterial, antifungal, anti-inflammatory, helps with the digestion, and reduces cholesterol, and prevents fat deposits. And it is also used in Ayurvedic treatments for skin diseases, wounds, intestinal wounds, so intestinal diseases basically, and then also cancer treatment, and also anemia. It treats anemia also. So, and also contains vitamin A, B, D, C, D, E, and
It's,
so many minerals, hormones, and other compounds.
cow urine is a superfood. There's one thing it doesn't do. It's not anti-Joe Biden. That's the one thing it doesn't do. Okay.
One stop for all diseases.
Yeah. Yes, you have a question. Yeah, give him the phone. See, just see all these children, how they love the cow. This is why we bring the cow into the temple. I never had any relationship with the cow until I was about 50 years old. I always lived in a big city and never even saw a cow, right? It's very important. Go ahead. Yes, Prabhu. Wait a minute, I'm not hearing you properly.
Maharaj, there are two statements. One
Yeah.
is that my bhakta never perishes. In Bhagavad Gita it is written.
My devotee never perishes, right?
Never perishes.
Yeah, yeah. Konteya pratijanihi name bhakta pranasyati. You know, that's not on. That microphone is not on. Okay, go ahead.
Hare Krishna.
See, now I can hear you.
Yeah. So that is one statement, that my devotee never perishes.
Yes.
And the second statement we have heard is, whomsoever Krishna loves, he takes away everything.
Oh, no, wait a minute. Let's stop right there. Krishna will only take away everything if your money is an obstacle to you surrendering to him. But if you use your money in the service of Krishna, he doesn't take it away from you. In fact, he gives you more money because he knows you're going to use it in his service. So don't jump to the conclusions so quick. And in the case of Prabhupada, our Gurudev, Krishna took away all his money. And he completely surrendered to Krishna, and look at all the good he did in the world. So it's only when the money is an obstacle to you becoming Krishna conscious. Otherwise, Krishna will give you unlimited money. So that's what he did to Prabhupada. First he took all Prabhupada's money away. And Prabhupada was living in a destitute condition for several years. But then, when he got into preaching and so forth, unlimited money came to him. Unlimited. So that's the answer. You're welcome. Hare Krishna. That was a good question. That was a very good question. Any other questions? People have so many superstitious things that they believe that are not actually true. Like, for example, some people say, don't leave Bhagavad Gita in your house. There'll be arguments. That's complete nonsense. But yet people believe it, right? So there are a lot of false narratives in this world. Like, for example, a lot of people say, you only live once. Have you ever heard that? Right? You only live once. That's completely false. You have an eternal soul. You never perish. You never die. Just the material body dies, but not the soul. And as long as we're not Krishna conscious, we'll get another material body. But if we're Krishna conscious and die, you'll get a spiritual body and go back to the spiritual world. You see? So are there any other questions? Anyone would like to ask a question? Go ahead. Let's hear it. Don't be afraid. Here's your chance to ask a question. You only learn by questions. You don't learn by silence. Anybody? I don't see anybody raising their hand. All right, I'll ask a question. Why do we bring the cow into the temple room? Well, the answer is right there, that the cow is like a magnet for these children, right? And the children get a chance to associate with the cow and realize what a wonderful animal it is. You know, if I brought a camel in here, you would all run away, right? But I bring a cow, and this is a baby cow, but it's also a miniature cow. It's called a zebu. Zebus are miniature cows. So Ram Das is about what? He's about 8 months old now, right? So he'll get a little bit bigger maybe, and that's it. So if you want to buy a pet, don't get a dog. Get a cow, but a miniature cow. You see, and by the way, the stool of the cow you can use as fertilizer for plants, and you can also purify your house with cow dung. And there's so many things you can do with cow dung. So many things, because it's purifying. It's not a contaminant. And then also the urine of the cow is also purifying. And ultimately, with the cow, although Ram Das is a bull, but with a cow you have the milk. And milk is the greatest, what you would call greatest nutritional, super nutritional food. If you drink milk from cows that are protected, you'll not only be blessed, but you'll be very healthy the rest of your life. Okay, so then we will now do the arti. Thank you very much. Please chant Hare Krishna and be happy. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Bolo, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Where is he? He didn't come. Where is he to chant? Who's going to chant? Who's going to chant? Who's going to chant? Okay, you can chant, Prabhu. Come on. Haribol. Chant Hare Krishna and be happy. Haribol, Haribol, Haribol.
Yes, Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Namaste Narasimhaya,
Namaste Narasimhaya,
Namaste Narasimhaya,
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Dadaine,
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 Dadaine.
Hiranyakashipurvakshah,
Hiranyakasipurvakshah,
Hiranyakashipurvakshah,
Hiranyakasipurvakshah.
Shilatankanakalaye,
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 Shilatankanakalaye.
Hito Nrsimha Parato Nrsimha,
Hito Nrsimha Parato Nrsimha,
Hito Nrsimha Parato Nrsimha,
Hito Nrsimha Parato Nrsimha.
Jato Yato Yami Tato Nrsimha,
Yato Yato Yami Tato Nrsimha,
Jato Yato Yami Tato Nrsimha,
Yato Yato Yami Tato Nrsimha.
Bahir Nrsimha Hidaye Nrsimha,
Mahe Nrsimha Hridaye Nrsimha,
Bahe Nrsimha Hidaye Nrsimha,
Mahe Nrsimha Hridaye Nrsimha.
Nrsimhamadim Sharanam Prapade,
Narasimhamadim Sharanam Prapade,
Nrsimhamadim Sharanam Prapade,
Narasimhamadim Sharanam Prapade.
Taba Kara Kamala Bare Nakam Advuta Singham, Dalita Lirana Kashipu Tanu Vringa, Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa, Jai Jagadish Hare, Jai Jagadish Hare, Jai Jagadish Hare.
Tava Kara Kamala Vare Nakam Adbhuta Shringam, Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanu Bhringa, Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa, जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
जय केशवधृता नरहरि रूप जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
जय केशवधृता नरहरि रूप जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव
जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव
जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह
जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह
जय नर हरि जय नर हरि नर हरि जय नर हरि
जय नर हरि जय नर हरि नर हरि जय नर हरि
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे
हरि बोल
हरे राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 रे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे
हरे राम
राम राम हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम रे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे
हरे हरे
हरे राम 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 रे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Jaya Gaura Nitai, Jaya Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Jaya Gaura Nitai.
Jaya Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Jaya Gaura Nitai.
Nitai Gaurango, Nitai Gaurango,
Nitai Gaurango, Nitai Gaurango,
Nitai Gaurango, Nitai Gaurango,
Nitai Gaurango, Nitai Gaurango,
Nitai Gaurango, Gaura Hari.
O Nitai Gaurango, Gaura Hari.
Jai Sachinandana Gaura Hari.
O Jaya Sachinandana Gaura Hari.
Jai Sachinandana Gaura Hari.
O Jaya Sachinandana Gaura Hari.
Golake Premadana Gaura Hari.
Golakera Premadana Gaura Hari.
Mayapure Chandra Jaya Gaura Hari.
Mayapura Chandra Jaya Gaura Hari.
Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath,
Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath,
Jai Jagannath Swami, Jai Jagannath,
Jai Jagannath Swami, Jai Jagannath,
Jai Baladeva, Jai Subhadra,
Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra,
Jai Baladeva, जय सुभद्रा
जय बलदेवा जय सुभद्रा
सीताराम जय सीताराम
सीताराम जय सीताराम
सीताराम जय लक्ष्मण हनुमान
सीताराम जय लक्ष्मण हनुमान
लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह
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 जय राधा नील माधव राधा नील माधव राधे
जय राधा नीला माधव राधा नीला माधव राधे
जय राधा नील माधव राधा नील माधव राधे
जय राधा नीला माधव राधा नीला माधव श्री राधे
जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय प्रभुपाद
जय प्रभुपद 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 जिला प्रभुपद
जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद
जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद
नित्य गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल
हरि बोल
हरि बोल हरि बोल
जय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल जय गौर हरि बोल
जय श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय विश्वपाद परमहंस परिव्राज आचार्य शिष्य माता अभाचरण भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय इस्कॉन फाउंडर आचार्य श्रील प्रभुपाद की नाम आचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तबिंदा की राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की बिंदान मथुरा धाम की मायापुर नवद्वीप धाम की गंगा मैया की यमुना मैया की जय अयोध्या धाम की जय जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की अनंत कुटी वैष्णव बिंद की निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे all glories simple devotees all glories simple devotees all glories to simple devotees all glories to Shishi Guru and Gauranga all glories to Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Thiagara's life story అంతా about 23 artists from all over the country, including from India. వాళ్ళు వచ్చి చేసి బాగా చేస్తారు. ఇక్కడ ఆమె ఇక్కడే ఉండేదట, టెక్సస్ ఉండేది, లతమాత Done? Is it done? Arati done?
Already 8:23, I think done.
Raju, Arati is done? Lala? Where is she? Where is she? She is that way?
Is that clear?
Prasad,
You can ask.
short kirtan, 5 minutes. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. बोलो राम 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 जय सीताराम राम 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 जय सीताराम
राम 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 जय सीताराम राम 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 जय सीताराम
बोलो राम 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 जय सीताराम राम 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 जय सीताराम
राम राम जय सीताराम
राम 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 जय सीताराम 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 जानकी वल्लभ सीताराम
सीताराम सीताराम जानकी वल्लभ सीताराम
सीताराम सीताराम दशरथ प्यारो सीताराम
सीताराम सीताराम दशरथ प्यारो सीताराम
बोलो राम 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 जय सीताराम राम 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 जय सीताराम
जय राम 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 सीताराम
राम 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 जय सीताराम बोलो राम 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 जय सीताराम राम 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 जय सीताराम
ओ राम 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 सीताराम राम 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 जय सीताराम
सीताराम सीताराम जानकी वल्लभ सीताराम
ओ सीताराम सीताराम जानकी वल्लभ सीताराम
रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम
ओ रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम
ओ रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम
रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम
बोलो राम 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 जय सीताराम राम 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 जय सीताराम
राम 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 जय सीताराम राम 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 जय सीताराम
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Oh,
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura, Hari Bol.
Nitai Gaura, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura, Hari Bol. Radha Krishna Pran Mora Jugala Kishore.
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 जीवाने मराने गति आरो नाही मो.
जीवने मराने गति और नाही मोह.
राधा कृष्ण प्राण मोरा जुगला किशोर.
Radha Krishna Pran Mora Jugala Kishore.
कालिंदीरा कूले केली कदम्बे रवाना. कालिंदीरा कूले केली कदम्बे रवाना. रतना बेदीरो परा बोसा बोधु जाना. बोसबो दुजाना राधा कृष्ण प्राण मोरा जुगला किशोर श्याम गौरी अंगे दिबो चंदने रगंदा श्याम गौरी अंगे दिबो चंदने रगंधा चामरा दुलाबो गबे हेरी मुख चंद्रा दुलाबो गबे हेरी मुख चंद्रा राधा कृष्ण प्राण मोरा जुगला किशोर कृष्ण प्राण मोरा जुगला किशोर गतिया मला तीर्माला दिबोदो हारा गले मला तीर्माला निबोदो हारा गले आदरे तुलिया दिबो कर्पूरा दानबूले कर्पूरा दानबूले राधा कृष्ण प्राण मोरा जुगला किशोर ललिता विशाखादि जतसा की वृंदा ललिता विशाखादि जतसा की वृंदा अज्ञाया गौरीबो सेवा चरणारविंदा चरणारविंदा राधा कृष्ण प्राण मोरा जुगला किशोर श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु दासेरानुदासा श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु दासेरानुदासा सेवायाभिलाषा गोरे नरोत्तमदास कृष्ण प्राण मोरा जुगल किशोर जीवाने मराने गति अरुणाहि मोरा राधा कृष्ण प्राण मोरा जुगला किशोर हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण